Welcome to today's full body stretch. So this routine is a stretch routine that you could do after every resistance training session or cardio session that you do. And it's a good idea to do a full body stretch when you have done an exercise session, because when you're exercising, your muscles will contract and relax the whole session. Now, over the course of the whole of your session, that contract and relax process will mean that your muscles will end the session just a little bit shorter than when they started. So if at the end of the session or at some other day fairly close by, you don't stretch, over the course of weeks, months and years of training, your muscles are actually going to just keep getting shorter and shorter. And that's when we're going to start to get muscle imbalances and postural problems, and then eventually some niggles or potential injuries. And we really don't want that to happen. So commit to stretching a couple of times a week at least, and it needs only to be about 10 minutes. So here is a full body stretch routine for you. We're going to start standing so that you could have just done the last rep of your workout or just come back from a cardio session. I like to start with a chest stretch first, open up the chest and get the air in my lungs. So chest stretch, muscles across the front of the body and also a little bit through the front of the arms. Take the hands behind the body and clasp one over the other. Pull the shoulders back and straighten the arms down. Now that might be enough of a stretch for you. To stretch a little bit further, just lift the arms up, rolling the shoulders back. Now each stretch we should hold for 30 seconds. 20 to 30 is fine, 30 is optimal. And we really want to make sure that we have a good stretch today. So just using your back muscles to pull the shoulders back and have a good stretch. Breathing nice and slow and deeply, just get the oxygen back into your body. So we're going to move from the chest to the back muscles. Take the hands forward, palm in front of palm. Reach forward, lower the head down so you get a stretch through the neck as well, and draw the belly back, rounding the back and just getting a stretch through the whole of the upper back and also through those neck muscles by lowering the chin to the chest. And just breathing nice and deeply and just getting the mind on the muscle to help it relax. Alright, come up standing. Tricep, that's the back of the arm. Take one arm above the head, point it down the spine and just press backwards. Now if you want a deeper stretch, take the arm over and pull backwards as though you're trying to get your fingers to follow down the line of the spine. As you're standing here, make sure your tummy muscles are pulled in so that your back stays in line and that your head doesn't jut out in front. And again, just hold for 30 seconds. So if you've done a lot of tricep work, dips, presses, overhead or chest presses, you'll feel this and really benefit from a stretch through the back of the arm. And then change sides, point the arm down and just try and use the other arm to push backwards and try and get those fingers down the back a little bit further. Again, make sure the tummy muscles are in and that the head stays in line. Okay, shoulder, deltoid, muscle in the front here. Take the arm across the body and then pull in either above or below the elbow but not on the joint, and just gently pull it and reach the arm across, and you'll feel a little stretch through the back of the shoulder here. Often people don't really feel a huge stretch here, and that's fine if you don't feel a big stretch. The important thing is that you maintain mobility if you've already got that. What we don't want is to start to lose mobility by not doing any stretching ever. And then change sides. Take it across the body and pull in above or below the elbow but not on. And just relaxing as you're stretching, just enjoy it. Stretching should feel good. You want to take it to the point of mild tension, but not to the point of pain. You might feel a bit uncomfortable, but if you feel any pain, back off any of these stretches or just don't do them at all. Okay, from here, we're going to work the front of the thigh, your quad muscles. So find something to hold on to or just engage your core and hold your balance. Grab the front of your laces or your shoe and pull the heel in towards the bottom. Make sure the knees are down and together And, whoop, here we go. Find my balance. To increase the stretch, just tuck the pelvis under a little bit further using your tummy muscles and your butt muscles. And you'll really feel a good stretch through the front of the thigh. And again, 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. If you're doing this as a whole session in itself, do a 5-minute warm-up, get the muscles warm first. So knees down and together, tilt the pelvis forward. Get the muscles warm, they stretch better when they warm. A bit like blue tack, you know, if you go to stretch it when it's cold, then it's just going to snap as you pull it apart. So, but if you warm blue tack up, it's a lot more pliable. Well, your muscles are exactly the same. So get your body warm, either by doing your workout first or by going for a 5-minute walk and then just doing a nice full body stretch. All right, kneeling hip flexor stretch next. That's these muscles in the front. Come down to a kneeling position. If you've got slightly tender knees, then I can show you an alternative on your back, or you could just put a cushion underneath your knee. Take a big step forward. Tuck the pelvis under, drawing the belly in. The hands can rest on the front thigh and just press that hip forward. Just be careful that you don't arch your lower back. And then just let gravity press and stretch out the front of that hip. You might feel it a little bit in the thigh itself. And then we just hold. So switch sides. Nice big step forward, tuck the pelvis under and press the hip. Try and keep the hips square as you're pressing forward. All right, we're going to take it to a seated position, the inner thigh stretches. So, soles of the feet come together, nice straight body. Elbows down, press down and forward. So use your elbows to press down on the knees. Soles of the feet are as close as your bum as you can, and with a nice straight back, just lean gently forward. Just breathing. Now if you find this sore on your knee or even your back, what you can do is take the legs out long, take the hands behind you and just lean slightly forward from here, or even take the hands in front. So this is still the inner thighs, but it's the long adductor muscle rather than the short adductor muscle. So either stretch is fine, or you could just alternate between the two of them depending on which one you want to do that day. So long adductor is here, or you could even do both. And the short adductor, hands are on the ankles, elbows pressed down. The next one's a really good one. Glute stretch, that's your butt muscles. Lie yourself down, cross one ankle over the other knee and just press the knee away. That might be enough of a stretch for the hip or the butt for you. If you'd like a little more stretch, put one hand through between the legs and the other hand round the outside and pull the whole lot towards you. And you should feel a nice deep stretch through the outer butt here. And just relax the body while you're here. Nice deep breaths, and just mentally let the muscle go as you relax. And then after 30 seconds, pop the feet back down. Other ankle over the opposite knee, press the knee away. See if you need to go a little bit deeper, and if you do, one hand goes through the middle, the other around the outside to pull on the back of the thigh, and just draw the whole lot towards you. Your goal is to get that knee in line with the ankle. Just relax the head down. In fact, just relax the rest of the body while you're here. And just breathing, just kind of finding your happy place really. So just to the point of mild tension but no pain. If you get any pain in your back or your hips, just stop. It's a different kind of feeling. It's not pain, it's just mild tension or a little bit of a stretch. Great position here to do your hamstring stretch. So one foot on the floor, take the other one up. Hold on to the back of the calf or the thigh and just pull the straight leg towards you. Keep the foot in a neutral position. We don't want to pull the toes towards us, otherwise we change the stretch. Just nice and relaxed foot. Bring the whole straight leg towards you. Now, if you struggle with this stretch, what you can do is take a towel and place it around the back of the leg and pull on the towel rather than the thigh or the calf. Sometimes people find if they can only stretch this far and they can't reach the thigh, just use a towel or even just undo your shoelaces and just hold on to your shoelaces to help stretch from here. Really easy peasy one to do when you're out. And then change legs. So straighten the leg out, hold the back of the thigh or the calf, or if you need to, undo your shoelaces and hold on to your shoelaces, or grab a towel and put it behind the back of the leg and just hold. Foot's in neutral and the whole of the back, particularly your tailbone, all the way on the mat. And just breathing deeply while you're here. Alright, now careful as you come up. A nice lower back stretch before we come up to standing is that child's pose that you might have known from yoga. So knees are a little bit apart, bum over your heels, reach your hands forward and just draw your lower belly to your lower back to tuck and open up the lower back, and just rest here, walking your fingers forward. Hold the stretch again, nice deep breathing. And then slowly walk your way up. Now we're going to come up to standing to finish with a standing calf stretch. So take a nice big step forward. If your shoelaces are undone, you might want to do them up now. Make sure you've got a little bit of a gap between your feet so they're not right in front of each other. Make sure the back, whoop, lost my balance, big step forward. Make sure the back heel is down and just take a look at it and check that the heel is directly behind your toe. Sometimes if the calves are tight, it'll just turn in a little bit. We want the toe and the heel in a straight line. Find your balance, tummy in, and then bend the front leg to lean forward while you push the back heel down. And what you should get is a nice straight line from your heel all the way up towards your toe. All the way up to your head. Who taught me anatomy? And then we just hold. So you're trying to get a good stretch through that calf muscle. And then change legs. So take a nice big step forward with the other leg or a big step back. Take a peek at the heel. Make sure that your heel is directly behind your toe. Knees, hips and ankles are all pointing forward, and then bend the front leg as you push the back heel down. Now if you find balance is a bit of an issue, as you've noticed with me, what you can do is just hold on and have the hands on a wall in front for support. And you'll actually find by pressing up against the wall with the hands, you can get a bigger stretch by pressing the heel down with a bit more force. But again, just gentle tension. You want to feel a stretch. But what happens when you stretch is the muscle will automatically contract straight away. So just gently ease into the stretch. When you feel after about 10 seconds, the muscle just start to relax. Your body's realised it's not in trouble. It doesn't need to hold this sort of reflex contraction. So just deep breathe, and after about 10 seconds, when that stretch eases, you can just increase the stretch gently as you progress through that 30 seconds. And then ease yourself out. So that's it, a full body stretch for you. So remember with stretches, warm up before you stretch. It's a really good idea. Just remember that blue tack analogy I gave you. Ease yourself into your stretches gradually and ease yourself out gradually. Breathe deeply while you're doing it and just think about relaxing the muscle as you do it. Also, good idea to get the mind on the muscle that you're actually trying to stretch so that mentally you can just let it go. And as far as how hard to stretch, just go to the point where you feel a mild stretch. Hold it for 30 seconds. That's all we need to do for now. Don't go too heavy. Over time, you will gradually increase your range of movement. And as always, any questions, drop me a message, send me an email, or just send me a text. Let me know. Cool team, thanks ever so much.